Welcome to the Digital American Dream prototype demonstration based on Guidehouse's U.S. Housing Digital Framework. The Guidehouse U.S. Housing Digital Framework seeks to connect data across all stakeholders along the mortgage lifecycle process to create a simple, fast, secure, and mission-aware digital housing ecosystem. Let's start with Cassie Rodriguez, a returning veteran, who seeks to share her information in order to go and identify which programs she's eligible for housing assistance. You'll notice that with her share, she goes through a standard identification process for the type of home buyer, and other information that will be collected and used to help qualify which programs she's eligible for. Notice that as she searches for properties, calculations are performed on the fly by property, combining her personal information and the information on the property to identify eligibility. This is all stored in a property wallet and a personal wallet that help her identify the programs that she's eligible for and credits that are earned along the way. We've combined the on-the-fly calculations for eligibility across federal programs, state programs, municipal programs, and private programs. Also, as she opts into the program, simultaneously it identifies which banks offer the premier programs that she's eligible for. This idea of simultaneous information and access greatly expedites the process for her securing the loan and also preparing the rest of the mortgage process across her and the selected lender. When Cassie goes and selects buy, she's able to go in and see her information combined with the property information automatically goes and pre-fills the majority of forms required. This is enabled through our analysis of the standard documents required by MISMO, federal agencies, and state agencies. So when she looks at her loan application and disclosures and gift letters, she's able to see that the majority of the information is already completed, and then will be asked to go and complete those fields that haven't yet been loaded. From there, Cassie can go and look at her property wallet, which goes and itemizes each of the sources of assistance that she may be able to gain. We've used a concept here of a equity wallet, a multi-generational equity solution that helps go and support home ownership across underserved communities. You'll see here that Cassie's been gifted different sources of credit from family members across rental payment credits, green credits, and educational credits, again, sourced from federal, state, municipal, and private sources. Cassie's able to go and apply these credits to help her purchase her first home for her family. From here, Cassie will go in and at her property, initiate the process to go and purchase this property with the assistance of the lender that she just identified. So as she goes and clicks on her loan application, what you'll see happen as she's now connected with the lender up at the top right-hand corner that identifies her lender and the type of assistance that she's able to provide based on her opt-in. We've gone, and because the data is all captured digitally, you can see the information presented as a PDF or field by field in this case, again, based on the standard procedures and forms required by the agencies, by the state, and by the institution. Here we've also included Cassie and Michelle, her lender, to go and identify where validation needs to be secured in order to complete the forms and authorization to proceed. In real time, Michelle Diaz is available to go and help answer questions. Think of this as a shoulder-to-shoulder versus self-service type of assistance. Cassie asks what information is needed to go and complete the loan application, and Michelle is able to go and not only answer her question, but can help her, based on authorization, go and work with Michelle to complete these fields. Now, we connect to the institution view, which is simultaneous with Cassie's view. Note, all of these connections, all of the authorizations and eligibilities by role are captured and control what data Michelle has access to and can view, edit, and change, and what Cassie can view, edit, and change, as well as other institutional functions. Notice the taskbar at the bottom, the menu screen, has also changed for the institutional view, providing portfolio, tasks, and ESG types of information. Note that this institutional view in the Digital American Dream simplifies the required processes, documentation, legal and compliance requirements, streamlined through an elegant design for each role in the mortgage process, from lenders, attorneys, portfolio managers, all the way to appraisers, inspectors, municipalities, loan guarantors, investors, document custodians, escrow agents, across roughly 25 different lifecycle functions in the mortgage process. Note here, as Michelle assesses her portfolio, the calculations here could identify or score which loans may be best suited for GSEs or for securitization, as well as calculations that identify which loans in the portfolio maybe require attention. Again, in this scenario, for this example, we've also gone and made Michelle the ESG manager for this institution, where the ESG scores and portfolio filters can be based on environmental risk, climate risk, affordability, and other objectives and outcomes that the organization desires. So these outcomes we've also factored into an ESG management tool. This ESG management tool is outcome-oriented, where based on the different roles that an institution seeks to achieve, we can go and it can be used to go and calculate and estimate what the outcomes or potential outcomes may be. Note that the ESG management system uses advanced and emerging technologies to run multiple simulations to identify the optimal outcome for these assistance programs. Thank you for watching the Guidehouse Digital American Dream demonstration. Please contact Guidehouse to find out how you and your organization may benefit from participating in Guidehouse's Digital US Housing Framework.